Today I'm going to solve the myth of how you shouldn't clean a non-stick skillet. You actually do clean it. And I wash mine, if I use it every day, probably about twice a week with soap. But anyway, after you actually cook in the pan, you add salt and you actually scrub the pan out with that. Yeah, I probably look like a crud because everybody just saw a fly go past the screen, but anyway. You basically start in the center and work your way out like Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off, and then switch to the opposite direction. Make sure you get the side walls too. And after you're finished, you'll notice how dirty the salt is. That's the excess grease and all the grime that came off of the bottom of the pan. And if the salt is dirty, that just means that you actually cleaned the pan itself. And after you get done scrubbing the pan with the salt, it should actually feel pretty smooth and ungreasy. So if it still feels greasy, you definitely didn't do it right. And then after that, I usually heat my pan a little bit, probably for like 3 to 5 minutes, just to kill all the bacteria left. So when somebody says you don't clean a non-stick pan, they're definitely wrong, and maybe you should tell them how to clean it correctly. I'm not gonna scrub it right now because I can't set the phone down and hold the pan at the same time, but hopefully everybody got the idea of how to clean a non-stick pan the correct way.